Hail and well met. This is Arm Bushido for Dry Socks AR, and welcome back. And here we are again with the Ostwind. And this is something I just wanted to throw together real quick. I've been playing mostly. I play realistic battles now. In fact, I really struggle to play arcade now. It just frustrates me. Unfortunately, I'm trying to do some of the newer content with the Italian planes. I'd definitely like to do a video on the Puma, and I can only get arcade battles. But nonetheless, this video is about some frustrations I've been having lately in realistic battles. I felt my play had started to elevate after watching some of the other way better than me YouTubers, gamers. I watched what they did, took a lot of those tips. And then I think I've elevated to where I've hit this wall, and then all of a sudden I've just fallen. And so what I ended up with is I am always seem to end up in my AA. And if you can look at the Ostwind, it doesn't even get close to the battle rating I'm running. The one I mainly focus on is my Panther line. So I always start a realistic battle with the Panther, and then hoping that I do well enough that then I'll build up the points to probably run my HB 129B3, and then hopefully have enough points to fall back to my Tiger 2P. I try to say the heavy to the last, never starting off with the heavy, because it's just going to eat all your points right off the bat. And if you and at the rate I'm going, that's all I do. I drive out in my heavy and I just die and game over. But I usually end up back in the Ostwind because I drive out in the Panther and die, and not game over, but this is all I have left to pick. And I've done so well in the Ostwind that it unlocked and I was able to keep going for the match. But really this video is to focus on some of that, the Ostwind AA, and it's not even the same battle rating, and yet it just wrecks shop. And it's just it's a Panzer IV chassis, nothing special here. It's pretty flat armor. Overall, it's a Panzer IV with a 37mm auto cannon on it for AA. I run a mix for anti-air and carry a little bit for anti-armor. And like I said, this thing does work great as an anti-armor weapon, especially against vehicles like a Hellcat. Definitely thin-skinned or soft-skinned, but even that intermediate tank destroyer, especially the American tank destroyer line, open turret, it's not very armored at all. Hell, I have in some of the video I will show you where I was face punching a Super Pershing. Now granted, I'm not doing, I'm not going to knock him out face punching him, but I wrecked up a lot of his stuff that allowed my other teammates to come around and snag him. Anyway, like I said, it's just an Ostwind, and it's become, I've even debated really putting a talisman on it, because it's just, I've started just to really enjoy it, and I seem to do better. And I guess what I'm trying to do with the overall is figure out where is my breakdown and why do I do so well in this vehicle. And a part of it is once I end up in it, I know I have to be super cautious, so I end up taking my time. So I think the overall issue is a patience issue. When you first come into the match, everybody's in a race to get into contact because you need to get points. You've got to get points. The only way you get points is capping or killing. And I think sometimes though we get in such a race to get into contact, it gets us killed. Anyway, here or there, again, just a couple really quick short video, again, of me, one, face punching Super Pershing later on, and then also the tendency to, this one really exemplifies, as with the intro, aircraft that try to dive down and shoot AA in the face usually ends up bad for the aircraft. And this video, or the few videos I'm going to show you, will really exemplify that. Anyway, again, I hope you all enjoy. Remember, give thumbs up, thumbs down, subscribe. Tell me what you like, what you don't like. You know the drill. And again, this is Arm Bushido for Dry Socks AR. And I hope Odin welcomes you to Valhalla.